Well, I liked how we started the game. It was game would have ended after 12 minutes. I think would have been great for us. But then I just thought that we did some things on offense that we weren't doing in the first 12 minutes that got us the lead in the first half, and then I thought we reverted to driving the ball into some spots where there wasn't a play, and then shooting quickly, and then there was no transition defense overall. It's I haven't seen us play like this in that department of what we've been doing defensively all season. So that was an issue, a big issue. I think sometimes it goes hand in hand with shot selection when you don't take good shots and you put your opponent in a position to have a chance to run out and get those scores. So it was they played well, especially after going down big to make 16 threes. They shot a very high percentage from the line. Some of them were wide open because we were just getting lost out there in the second half. But it was frustrating because it was your game that we had control of, and we allowed them to cut the lead to 4 at the half, and then it kind of snowballed from there.
You had a lot of success feeding Romello early in the game. Did they take that away from you later on?
I mean, as the game went on, I don't think it was anything about our offense. I mean, we shot 46%. We shot like 39 from 3. I mean, we only turned it over 9 times. It's you just can't. Basketball is played at two ends of the floor. So like one game ago, it's hard to shoot 32% and win, even though your defense is really good and you hold your opponent to 35 and you hold them 67. Now on this night, we gave up 96 and they shot really good percentages, 50 from the field, 53 from 3. So that's not going to help win many games. So it's just we haven't defended like that all year. So I mean, I'm going to have to really take a look at what was going on and why all these things were happening.
Bobby, you said you guys would get lost. You had pinpoint.
I mean, they were making a lot of plays. Bearfield was. I think it started really just with our transition defense. How many fast break points we gave up. When you let a team that's struggling to score like they were the first 10 minutes of the game, it's hard to find a basket, and then you start letting them get runouts and easy baskets, and it just that gives them more confidence, and they played better as the game went on. And Bearfield was the best player on the floor. It wasn't even close, just with all the shot making, the variety of shot making, the drives, the threes, and he had a really good game for them.
When you're up 17, is it a loss of focus or energy that not sustaining, or
no? It was just multiple possessions, multiple fenders of just quick shots or ill-advised shots, and then a collective breakdown of not getting back on defense. And it led to layups. It led to a couple of threes, and then all of a sudden you have a lead that was 17, and it's under doubles. So it's fragile. You can't do that stuff. And when you have a team down, especially at home, you got to give them no hope, and we let them back in.
Obviously, it's way too early to panic, but what do you tell you guys after this to move forward? Stuff like this can't happen.
No, I mean, it's a fragile game. It feels like last year. It feels like Groundhog Day. Just quality wins. Come back from Christmas, and then you're just struggling to find yourself. So we gotta rally here, and the 2 straight losses now after Christmas, after feeling so good with a win that was pretty special. And, we're not that same team, so we gotta figure out why we're not.
Have you been fairly happy with the way you've defended the 3-point line for most of the year?
At times it's been an issue, but I think we're allowing 31% on the season, and I think that's pretty good. And again, when you start giving guys confidence, and Bearfield had a lot of attention, in the early stages of the game, and it was tough for him to find, a shot. But then when the transition stuff broke down, he found himself open and hit one, and they all started getting confidence from our lack of collective transition defense.
And that was right at the end of the first half, right?
That last 7 minutes, it was like 2 different teams. It was a tale of 2 different parts of a half. Like special ball movement, shot making, energy on defense, getting stops, and then it all went away really fast.
Is that just the way the game goes sometimes? Because your defense started off great, forcing a couple shot clock violations.
It's got to be more mental toughness, just more will, more understanding of the game. Just knowing like, hey, we're not down 17 guys, we're up 17, so we don't have to be up 30 at halftime by taking quick shots. Some of it's game management, understanding like, hey, let's push the ball, but if we don't have the numbers and a clear advantage, then let's make them work a little bit on defense, and then let's get a good shot, because when we were in the half court, that was happening in the early parts of the game.
You guys shot 15 and 25 from the free throw line. To what extent is that a concern for you, and how much do you want to see that number go up?
I mean, I'm on the defensive side of things tonight. That's a new twist, this year. So I'm not even that upset, about any real particular area of our offense other than those quick shots in the first half. Otherwise, the numbers. I mean, we had more field goals than they did in the game, and I thought just with the roster and look, they played well, and they made 16 out of 28 threes, and so hats off to that. I mean, those are outstanding numbers, 16 for 30. But we were tied for points in the paint. We've been hanging our hat on points in the paint all year, and we just it was, with their team and how it was built, like we couldn't afford to be only tied with them. We got out rebounded, so a lot of things that didn't go our way that normally do. So we got to figure out why those things happen. I know that didn't answer your question about free throw shooting.
So you think it was kind of anomalous in this game in some respects?
I don't know what it is. I mean, it's hard to gauge. It's just we got to play better. And I said this the last time. And last time was more of an offensive thing, and we focused on some of that. And I think we got, we had some good moments out there in the early parts of the game, but then we did some things to go back to making some poor choices on offense, and that led to them scoring. And I could just keep repeating the same thing over and over, because I think, a lot of games are won and lost all different stages. This game was we had the game pretty much in control, and we had self-inflicted wounds that gave them a chance.
All right.